Well... Huh, silvers are basically required. Huh? Well, which is it? Wow. Sounds good, Quark. Yeah, I'm the last one to ready up. I'm gonna get ready here in just a sec. In fact, actually, I'm pretty much ready now. I'm just making sure everything's good with the layout and all that good stuff. There we go. Yeah, the hitbox with a hammer and Ganon. Okay. This is gonna be an adventure, guys. Honestly, should be doing a swordless, like, full run. Like, I've only messed with the swordless rando just a little bit. I didn't do a full run, but whatever. Make sure we have the right seed. Net, Quake Glove, Bombo's Mirror. Yep, we're good. See how this goes. Now this is an open seed, so we're gonna use what little knowledge and experience I have with open to try to survive here. So we're gonna check these first two as usual, like we usually do here. Okay. Thanks for the good luck, Gem. What's up, guys? I didn't say hi earlier. Get out of the way now. Hello. So yeah, this is gonna be very interesting. Let's see how many times I attempt to use the sword that I will never have. Signposts, bushes, anything I can pick up and throw is gonna be very helpful. And especially once I get the hammer. The hammer is basically the tool for everything. So hammer is going to be one of the biggest finds that we get. Go. Yo, half magic. What a welcoming gift for my first Swordless. That is so good. You have no idea how solid of a pickup that is right now. Even though we can't use it right away. You know, Fire Rod, etc. and stuff is gonna be a big weapon. So now it's Pray for Hammer, pretty much. I mean, we're gonna have to find Hammer regardless to finish the seed, but the earlier the better, gem, to find that Hammer. Hammer is like finding Tempered right now. We can pray for Hammer and Boots, that's okay. That's totally legit thing. The deity will allow that. That's really good too. Here's some bombs. And bombs are also going to be a really good weapon to use. The seed's playing nice to me is for my first Swordless so far. Oh yes, it's being very nice. It's being splendidly nice so far. So I already got a blue potion. Can do early sick kid. We'll probably go farm from for bombs here in a sec. Before I go do the Cuckoo House, aka Broom Lady. And we're good for Bottle Vendor. Right out the gate, just in time. Hello? Something wrong with my A button? Well, that was a crappy purchase. Alright, so we're gonna go over here. Welcome back, Cork. You did not miss... Well, didn't really miss too much. You missed half magic. That's probably the best item we got so far. Without a doubt. Here we're farming for bombs. Something you only see in open seeds. Don't really see this done in traditional Rando. Standard. So we're gonna grab 2 more bombs. There we go. We're good. I actually, by default, clicked Fighter Sword on the tracker. We will not be finding that at all. Alright, so let's bomb Cuckoo. The clip! Strando. I love it, Quark. I love it. Let's get Sick Kid out of the way. Yo, give me that hammer. There's tons of rupees so far. JC talked me into this. He didn't have to do much. He just said, Swordless anybody? And I said, well, why not? Wart. Money, 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 money. Rupees. Yo! We in there! At the race game, gimme that hammer. We are so in there. Like swimwear. Hammer! Yo, we just went up to... Just went up to Home Depot and got ourselves a hammer. If we were on the low. Very nice. Very, very nice. So now we'll do our traditional swamp. Probably check... oh, let's check dungeons real quick. Holy balls. Air is red. Eastern is blue. And desert is 1. Hyrule Depot! Why didn't I think of that? That's genius. You get everything on the low, including hammers. You can get some working boots, grappling hook shot, you name it. Yeah, I really wish Twitter would shut the F up right now. I could just mute my phone, but I need it on right now. You can tell by the eyes and the bell, like the little floofy bell on top of the head, changes colors based on which male that you have. It's very small and distinct. It's very hard to tell, but if you're looking right at it, you can kind of see it. And the flippers on the ledge. Yo. More than likely gonna be required, seeing as Light World has 2 pendant dungeons. The likeliness of Swamp being a crystal is definitely probable. Yeah, it's a very subtle change. Once I get red, you'll see it. See it a little bit more distinct. Alright, not bad. Not bad. So I think what I'm gonna do is, just to get it out of the way, after I check Lake Hylia, head to Ice Rod Cave, and do Bridge Guy, is I'm gonna do Escape. Or at least the first part of it, because in an open mode seed, the escape sewers that normally give you the free light cone when you go through escape, that does not exist in god dang it, in open. Wow, let's get owned by mini Moldorns already. So you pretty much have to do escape in the dark. Wow, I'm gonna die here. These Moldorns are trolling me. Oh, God. Alright, we survived. So we can't really do the back end. Oh, so good. Oh my god, Kane O'Brien. I've never been more happy to see you with the fire rod. Yo. We are cooking with some weapons. Alright, so let's head over to the right. Yo, Moogle H right now. Finding those items. Oh my god, no lie, dude. It gives me so much more firepower. Especially this early on. Having the Can O'Brien is such a good safety item. And Fire Rod is... Fire Rod literally one-shots, like, so much crap. There's not much the Fire Rod won't destroy. I see what you did there. That was intentional, don't lie. You can't fool me. Yo, Saint Heart. What's up? I actually have 3 hearts there. Dodges. Yeah, with half magic. Like, right now, the best 2 items we found still are, I would say 3. Half magic, fire rod, and hammer. Those are really, really good. Okay. Quarter magic with cheese. A royale. Quarter royale with cheese. Red rupee on the island. Let's head up to do this. And then, yeah, we'll do regular escape so I don't forget about it an hour and a half into this run, like I usually do on open seats. Oh, no Sniperino. Nice Sniperino! God, did you see that? If I hadn't accidentally bumped up against the top mountain there, I might have got killed. That was very close. Rupees. I like that. Yeah, they replaced the Triforce pieces with red rupees, which is so good. I agree. I'm gonna do one of those once it becomes public. So yeah, I have no intention of doing escape in the dark, so we could always come back if needed. You die. So I got a key there. I wonder if that might be the extra key for later on. Possibly. Where are you going? Yo, the Moon Pearl! Thank God. We would not have been able to get very far without that. So good thing we did make this trip now. You've been practicing hovering? Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, I gave it a little bit of an attempt the other night, and it's not fun. Really puts a number on your wrist, man. Like, arthritis-inducing inputs for hovering. So red mail, really good stuff now. It is really hard, I agree. Okay, let's head back to Sassy Rassy. Look, for safety, so far, we are stacked. Red mail, half magic, Cane of Brine, Fire Rod is pretty much considered an early safety item. So yeah, we're looking pretty good so far. Got that Moon Pearl in Escape, so that's gonna play out huge. Once we find a glove, we can actually hit into Dark World. Why do I always do that? I always go talk to this nerd like I have the green pendant. Nerd! And there we go. Boom. Access to Dark World. But what we're going to do first is we're going to turn in this mushroom. And then possibly head straight into the Dark World. Yeah, very true. There's a couple strategies you can get to that waterfall ferry if you don't have flippers. It's probably something I'll have to learn as well. Just to get, like, full use of the Zora visit. If I ever take that route. Nah. Just 22 more rupees and we could do the Zora visit right now. But since I know where flippers are, I might wait. Depends. Okay. So, as we stated earlier in the SRL chat, you cannot use medallions outside of activating Mire or T-Rock. So, right now, it's just basically a possible progression item. We won't be able to use it outside of those means. Because technically, in vanilla, which would never happen anyways, unless, like, say you went to have your sword tempered and you never went back to get it and you went and tried to use a medallion. You cannot use a medallion without a sword. So we're gonna check the very few spots we can get hit up here. And, there we go, free bombs. Up in Death Mountain. We can only check one. We can get 2 items here. Oh, this is actually going to be interesting. Oh, okay, cool. We can do that. Or we could do this too. Nope, that doesn't really help either. Oops. I didn't even think about this, dude. Alright, I'm in the next screen. I think. Yeah. Oh my god, I might get this. Maybe? No, I'm hitting a hole there. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. I didn't even think about not having the sword to guide me. So, never mind. We're not going to do that yet. Dark rooms aren't another story. Damn it. No. Dude, don't tell me I'm stuck here. Wait, that means I got the old man, right? Hold on. If I'm spawning in here, that means I got to the old man, I think. Yes. Yes, I'm at the old man. It's okay. Alright, we got it. Alright, so I forgot about that. If you get to the old man and you save and quit, that acts as a spawn. Until you... I don't think there's any way out of that, dude. I don't think there's any way out of that. You have to finish it if you start it. Yeah, as soon as you get to the bats, you know where you're at. So, thank God we got through that, dude. That is not easy, doing that without the sword. Because the sword, the beam of the sword acts as your guide. So without it, you just have to get lucky. Alright. So, yeah, without mirror, that's it. Okay. We're good. Alright, so now let's go to Dark World. So we got nothing good up there. That was a little spoopy, not gonna lie. NGL. No, I'm not gonna make that. Damn it. Always do that too early. Yo, the bow! Nice. And there's our cone. There's our light cone right there. Very nice. No dark rooms. Not anymore. Not bad. Good cave. Alright. Dark World, we have Pod is green. Thieves is 5. And IP is 6. Okay. The Cone of Shame. The Cone of Safety. It's like a little hat you wear. It's a little cone hat. Alright, so we're going to go into the Thieves area, Village of Outcast. We'll go ahead and knock out Thieves, since we can do that. So now it's just the search for boots to make this a little bit faster. Now that we have some weapons, we're gonna be good. They were also saying, oh, wrong way, in SRL chat that unless you want to do the frame perfect hits on Ganon, you're gonna want to find silvers. So silvers are kind of a required item, maybe, unless I want to have like a ridiculously hard Ganon fight. But we usually find silvers anyways. Like, that's just something that always shows up. So I'm not too worried about it right now. We can also do Skull Woods. You know what? I'm actually going to opt to go do that now. It's a little risky with this low amount of hearts. Oops. But it kind of makes sense to do it now, since we're already up here. I also believe I would have found 2 sword upgrades by now, too. I think the 20 rupee chests are what was replaced for sword upgrades. Just a guess, to be honest. We're going to want to save a little bit of magic here. But we do have that blue potion that we will probably use for Mothula. Probably be a good strategy. Big keys, we can't bomb jump. Yeah, I think so. Just gonna hit up this area here. Just 2 keys and the map so far. Let's get rid of these nerds. Bounty Gibdo never change. You keep being you, dude. Just never change. That is the Gibdo that has the most fun in this game. Clearly he knows what he's doing. Alright, and that's the 3rd key, so everything else will be items. And a big key and a compass. Magic is our friend. Just want to grab every piece of magic that we can. Not there. Ah. No book to check pad. So we just gotta hope it's not a pedestal seed. I'm gonna check this first in case it's a good safety item before moth. Bombs. Ah. Nah. Mini Moldorn. Most OP enemy. I don't want to take damage. God dang it, man. I have a bow. I guess bow would be better in that situation. Oh, hello. Pit that I never fall in. Except for right there. Let's just get rid of these guys right now. Save magic here and here. And do that. Oh, I didn't hit the bottom one? No way, dude. I may have just screwed myself there. Oh, we made it. Alright. We got very, very lucky right there. Alright, Godspeed, Mog. Godspeed. Do have that blue potion, not going to be shy to use it. 7 hits with Fire Rod is what we need for Moth. There's one. I don't think that counted. That should have counted. Give me pretty decent patterns. Oh, he's giving me really good patterns. Come down. Come down. A little bit more. Come on. Alright, that counted. There we go. Cool. Cool, bruh. So big chest will have the compass, I believe. Man, did I get any other items? Besides the bombs? Must have got one up in the compass room, or the big key room. Let me just double check. Yeah, big key, big chest will be compass, so we're good. Alright, Skullwood's done. Let's head back down to Thieves. Steve's Tan. Bass Ras. God, that fight seemed easier than, like, with a sword. If you're usually just using that. I did get really good patterns, though, so that kind of helped. Jerk. We want to go this way. Do not fall. Okay. It's a ghost. It's a spooky ghost. Go over here, check these couple items, and we'll do Thieves. Yo, not bad. We have a good chance of this being a boots required seed with Desert Palace being a crystal. We may need to get that that lamp item and bonk it. So one thing I do like about desert being a crystal is that fact alone. What am I doing? I wanted to go up this way. Check C-shaped house. Some bim bams. And there's 4. It's a C inside, yeah. Perfect opportunity for Slowpoke. It's okay, Quark. I didn't really have a good name for that house until I heard C-shaped house. I'm like, oh, that makes total sense. I just called it Dark World Mario Picture House. It's got a picture of Mario on it. Big key there. Hopefully should find an unique item here. And it's the book! Dang, had we done thieves before Skull, we could check Ped. I don't really need to go check Ped right now. Try to avoid that anti-fairy. But we do have access to Desert Palace, which will give us access to the flippers. I just want to get through, thank you. And that's really all the book does in Swordless, is it lets you check the pedestal and it gets you into Desert Palace. No tablets in Swordless, because you need the sword to activate the tablets. You need Master Sword or Greater, actually, to activate the tablets. So we don't have to worry about those 2 locations containing items. You can avoid those altogether. I know, right? They're like blocking your only like exit out of the town, and they won't move. You have to wait for them to move. I remember that happening in Final Fantasy like 5, I think, all the time. You go away. It's like, I just want to leave this door, and he's like walking left and right between it. I just want to leave. Oh, God. Almost charged me like a running back. He's gonna truck me like Reggie Bush. So what's really good about the blind fight coming up is we have the Cane of Brian, which is possibly the best non-sword item you can have for blind in a swordless run. Because with combination of half magic, especially, because you could literally use the Cane of Brian at the start of the fight and you would probably still have enough magic for it to last the entire fight. So it's like super helpful. This guy is such a jerk. Thank you. Alright, blind or big key chest. We'll have our final item. And there it is. So nothing too crazy in Thieves, just the Book of Medora, which will get us into Desert Palace. So that's actually pretty big. That gives us more progression, and we can full clear that as long as we don't need boots. I am going to try this fight with a hammer at first, though, just to see if I can get it. And then I'll switch to Brian if I need to. Oh, wow. Too close. Too close, man. Too close. I guess that first hit didn't count. Red mail is definitely helping as well right now. Take some damage. Hello? Thank you. Nice. So Thieves is also a plump fairy crystal. Just gotta knock out Ice Palace. And we can check that. What I'm gonna do now is... Don't need a sword. Although I would much rather prefer one, without a doubt. We will make work without it. We will do what we have to do. You see, I started calling her the Plump Fairy. I'm respectful. Pleasantly plump fairy. Vanilla heart piece in Dig Game. Do 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 do. So we'll check Tree Boy. And then probably head down to Desert Palace. Yo, he gave the flute! Holy shit! Actually, let's go get that now, dude. Let's get that now to make travel much better. Tree Boy gave the flute. Almost close to vanilla. Oh, this is so good. Especially without hookshot or boots right now. Find that. Just traveling alone is gonna be nice. Alright, let's go to 6. We'll get our flips, which are required for this seed. And pray we don't need boots for the lamp item right now. We could have to U-turn immediately out of this dungeon if small key or big key is on the lamp. Can you carry a pot through the screen? No, you can't. I thought you could. No. We'll just do this. Okay. Alright, that's good. Still not in the clear yet. Alright, whew! So it's good and bad right now. Good meaning we can finish the dungeon. Bad meaning no boots. This is gonna be small key. We have one more item left for desert. And we're gonna have to wait. Oh, I don't have the mirror, damn it. We're gonna have to wait. Quark! GG! Literal bombs everywhere. You toad screw up. You're almost over the hill. Stay young forever, Quark. Let's get our flips. And I gotta say, without hookshot or boots, mostly boots, we're making pretty good progression here. Hopefully boots aren't sitting in a pendant dungeon right now. So that would be kind of brutal. So I have no intention of going into a pendant dungeon right now, although we may have to. Because after desert... Let me just do here. These guys are... So without the mirror, can't do swamp or without hookshot. Need titans for Ice Palace. Ow. And Meyer, we're gonna need titans. And Samaria. So we have some stuff to find still. I'm gonna conserve magic here for this fight. Hopefully Lamo drops something good here. So yeah, we'll have to resort to overall checking or dip into a pendant dungeon after this. Ah. That was bad. It's okay. What? Lamo, please. Don't you dare. Oh, I did hit him with one. Okay. Damn. That'd be another sword upgrade there. Okay. Let's go to Zora really quick. I got a good feeling about Zora. Now that we have flippers, we can check the ledge item if it's anything good. Get that. After Zora, I may just head over to Eastern and do that. Because we do have Lamp. Trying to think of what the logic is allowing us to do right now. Can't check right side Death Mountain yet. We need the mirror or hookshot. You get a whoosh but no ding, yeah. I just noticed that too. You get the whoosh and then you wait for the ding, but no ding. The whoosh, I guess, is Mog spinning around in a circle. The ding is the sword, I guess. Interesting. So something to point out, in the next logic of the randomizer, in vanilla, this waterfall right here, I'll show you really quick, whatever. I don't care that it's a race. This waterfall will have 2 items just sitting here. Because it's kind of works as, works like the Plump Fairy does, because the Plump Fairy will give you, and vanilla gives you silvers and butter sword. And right now it just gives you 2 random items to replace those 2, because those are in the pool. Red rupee. In the next logic, there's going to be 2 chests in that waterfall to replace, well, not really to replace, but to add what you get in that waterfall in vanilla, which is the red boomerang and the magic shield. You toss them into that fountain there, and a fairy will appear and upgrade it for you. So that's one thing they're going to do. And this was a waste of a trip. That sucks. So... I feel like doing Eastern. So let's go do Eastern. It would be better to do Pod if I had Mirror. That way I could do Eastern as well. But those are both pendant dungeons. Pod will give me the green pendant, which I can turn into Sash. But I don't really have any other moves right now, because I cannot get into Swamp Palace, Ice Palace, Misery Mire, T-Rock. Oh, I never clicked Desert Palace. Click that. Can't get into any of those locations without Titans and Mirror. So we're kind of forced into, I would think, one pendant dungeon. Let's see if Eastern pays off right now. Okay. Not even realizing I walked all the way to Zora when I could have flew to the 2. I'm so smart. Sometimes you forget you have important items that could help and aid you. Oh, come on. No more, please. No more rupees. We don't need any more. We're good. That is, in fact, called pulling a diesel. It's in the dictionary. Webster's dictionary says it right there. Pulling a diesel is just forgetting stuff altogether. Are you kidding me? Ugh. I got a bad feeling. We only have one more item left in Eastern. Next chest is Big Key. So it's either on Armos Knights or in the big chest. This could honestly be a pedestal seed. We don't know yet. It's chock full of rupees, though. That is for sure. This is all very possible, though, because we have the lamp to do both Eastern and Pod, which require lamp to logically complete. Good thing we have a lot of arrows here. And Armos Knights will drop the item. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna stock up on arrows because arrows are really, or Eastern is really good to stock up on arrows because it contains vanilla bow in the game, so. And also mostly for Armos Knights here. Aw, man, I can't do the... Let's do this. Hey, that'll count. It's like I can't do the spin strat. And I'm gonna mess this up now because I had to do that. Wake up! What? I'm pretty sure I pushed Y twice. Let's get this one too. Arrows are still going to be the faster strat here. Oh, fuck. Totally screwed that up though. I was over too far to the left. Ice Rod? What? What? Wow. Holy shit. It wouldn't be the end of the world if it is. I have a backup Senes controller, but holy crap. Okay. It is good. No, Ice Rod is good. It's going to be required for Total Rock. The fact that I found it on Armos Knights in a pendant dungeon is what I'm kind of tripping out about right now. So Eastern Pendant, full clear Eastern Pendant was required. Which means I think Pod might be the same. It's very good that we found that. We could have not came here for a while, but really, honestly, it makes sense. We don't have any other moves right now. And that was also what I was saying earlier, is since we have Lamp, all this is logically possible. So, it's very good. Grab that. I'm really worried about the pedestal right now, though. It wouldn't be the end of the world, since we're about to go into Pod right now. And more than likely, we'll have to full clear this as well. The pedestal could be a thing. So if we take a look at the tracker here, items we need for Go Mode are Mirror, Titans, Samaria, Hookshot, and maybe another medallion if Ether is not required for either. So there you go. You cannot fly to Hera with the flute. You can get to Death Mountain with it. The flute will put you right to the left of the old man. So you can't get up to Hera. Right now I need the Hookshot or the Mirror to get to Hera. So that pendant dungeon is not even in play right now. So there's a good chance we're gonna find our next progression item here in Pod, which is kind of silly, it being the other pendant dungeon. I am curious if any of the other guys, or the other racers, are going to go into Ganon without silvers, though. I don't... They didn't seem very confident in it when they were telling me that you pretty much need silvers. But that could just be poker face for all I know. I'm glad they shared that information with me, though, because I wouldn't have even thought of going into Ganon right now without it. Surprised the hammer hits that. After this, good lord, after Pod, we'll probably go ahead and check Pyramid since it's right there, and then we'll head up and do Catfish as well. We'll knock those two out right in a row. So hang tight, Quark. We got a Pyramid check coming up here. So much PogChamp, so much Pyramid. We have no dungeon items yet. Hello? Moogle is pretty adorable with just his shield. I agree. He has no sword, just holding up that little shield. The little adventurer he is. Alright, so there's Big Key. See what we find down here. That's the final key. There's the map. We're gonna find the compass in the dark room or on Helma, which means we have 1, 2, 3 more unique items, I believe. Mog is so OP, he doesn't need a sword. He just needs a shield. Ah! These guys will wreck me. There we go. There's the compass. Alright, let's see if we get some goodies in here. There it is! Yes! Oh, son of a beast. Wow, dude. So Helma will still drop an item. No reason to exit now. And this could still be a pedestal seed. Like, all the required items that we need right now can be on the pedestal. Let me bring him over here. Just gonna get owned. No. Mog is goofy. So with Titans, we now have access to the Mire area. So we can check to see if we have the medallion for Mire. Aw, that was dumb. We can go do Ice Palace, which will give us our other Plump Fairy requirement done. Yo, Tagmare. So how much is Bo your friend? Very much. Bo is very helpful right now. A lot of our items that we have currently have been helping out tremendously with Fire Rod, Hammer, and Bow. We've actually been managing pretty well. Don't think we've died yet? I can't remember. I don't think we've died yet. So that's good. For what is a 2-star hotel? That's pretty good. Leave them a good review, dude. Alright, so for this fight, we'll resort to arrows. You can technically hit the face with a hammer, but it is like so hard, so I'm just gonna go with arrows. Oh, perfect. That was the greatest pattern to get right there to do arrow strat. Econo Lodge is not bad at all, dude. Dude, Econo Lodge is great. Me and Jem stayed at an Econo Lodge when we went to Smash the Record last year, and it was actually a really good hotel. Like, it's not expensive. I need to go do Pyramid. Pretty good price, and they had really good, like, rooms, so I agree. Although I did freeze Jem out with the AC unit, that I do remember. I'm sure she remembers that as well. The only bad thing was, like, the beds didn't have, like, any blankets or covers. Like, they did, but they were, like, paper thin. And I sleep like an igloo. Jem does not. And the vent was, like, right next to the bed. But that was, like, the only issue there. Yeah, I can't remember. I think we had the remote. Just a full heart. I was inviting them in. They asked me earlier if they could get free room. I'm like, yo, I got your back. Oh my god. It wasn't that bad. We just had, like, the vent just happened to be, like, blowing right onto the bed. And I was thoroughly enjoying it. Oh yeah, we have Titans now, so we can do that. See, right, who doesn't want to house penguins? They're, like, totally awesome. They're legit the best. Always reminds me of the penguin that Ace Ventura had in his in his oven of how awesome they are. Dang, yo. Alright. Let's go to Link's house. We'll go do Ice Palace. Actually, before we do that, hold on. I want to check the Mire area to see if we have the medallion that we need, or are gonna need. And then we'll go do Ice Palace. We still have not checked right side Death Mountain, like, at all. And there's so many chests up there. We just need that mirror hook shot, and we can go do that. Mire is gonna be Quake, so we need to look out for that. It really is the rupiest seed. Tons of rupees. 462 after Bottle Merchant purchase and Zora visit. Tons and tons of rupees. Actually, yeah, so we're done here. We can't check the checkerboard cave without mirror. So let's go ahead and do Ice Palace. Gain some, a little bit of knowledge there going into Mire. So hookshot, mirror, and Samaria, and Quake, and hopefully that's it. And we're go mode. And I'm gonna go ahead and say silvers as well. I'm not very confident in my ability to get the frame perfect hits with a hammer on Ganon, so. And that it'll just be a, like, so much easier fight to have to deal with on Ganon, so silvers definitely would be a good pickup. We still have a lot to check though, so. Sure. I hope you're enjoying your time there, Tagmir. Seems like a pretty fun convention to be at, to be honest. Which is very similar to what me and Jem did at Semester Record. Except for I was there to speedrun. This could be a lot faster with this. What? They don't get one-shotted? Dang, I did not know that. Hammer then. Hammer will one-shot them. Hammer oh no, it's tempered full spin. One shot, so not the one spin. But that's still pretty good. Okay. That's 8. Been staying at the hotel with a friend. And another one living super close by and visiting each day. Oh, okay, cool. I got you. Fireproof penguins. Exactly. Who do these penguins think they are? Oh my god. How am I gonna do this bomb jump? I have no sword to line up. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I may not be able to bomb jump here. Let's try. It's worth a shot. May just not be able to bomb jump. Yeah, this is gonna be... I need the sword because I use the sword as the visual cue to line up on the bomb. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do this like normal. I don't want to have to sit there and do like that all day. Not the end of the world, but would have been nice to be able to do that. Where'd all my arrows go? Holy balls. Wait, I don't have a big key yet. What am I doing? It's just habit. I don't even have the big key yet, dude. Dang. Can't even go down to hit the switch. Not a very friendly Ice Palace so far, just item placement wise. Oh my god. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I didn't even think about no hook shot as usual. I forget something. We do have the small key to go to the other side of the dungeon to get the rest of the items. This is gonna be tough to do this without the sword either. We only have one chance to get this right. Nice. Okay. That one's a little bit more forgiving. Either that or we would have had to death warp. We would have had to cause an intentional death to go to the beginning of the dungeon and start over. So we have to go this way. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. There's big key. Let's check the rest over here. Oh my god, dude. What is this? Oh my goodness. So we still have the map sitting out there, which could be on Cold Stair or the big chest. This is starting to look very interesting. Just based on what we need to continue, like, after this? It's not looking very favorable. We'll have to do, like, Plump Fairy immediately. Oh, that's the other key, dude. What? You mean to tell me there's literally nothing in this dungeon? That is what we like to call barnacles. Alright, so before I go into Cold Stair, I'm going to hit the switch, backtrack up, and get the fairies. We'll get this magic while we're down here too. Why not? We'll hope with Cold Stare. Even though we do have, even though we do have the blue potion, I do want to save it if I can. Punk Fairy. The Plump Fairy. We don't call her the Fat Fairy. We call her the Plump Fairy. Had a brief Sal's cameo there. Okay. Little back up there, a little safety strat. Plonk Fairy! No, I gotta hit the damn thing, dude. We don't have Samaria. Dan's Gaming. This puts it above it. So this would put it to the right. Oh no, that one doesn't count. So dumb. That's why this is like the dumbest dungeon ever in everdom. So now we have to do the full circle around again. And actually we're gonna have to bomb jump that gap again and hopefully we get it. P-L-U-M-P Plump Fairy. Instead of Fat Fairy, the Plump Fairy. I do tend to mumble, so that was probably my fault. Alright, so let's get this again. Hopefully. That should be good. The Pump Fairy. Actually, no, I didn't need to do that. I actually need to fall into the hole. I'm not thinking straight. Nice to know we can consistently get that bomb gap, though. I was thinking I needed to cross over again. Unbelievable dungeon, though. Like, IP with absolutely nothing at all. I was expecting to find, like, at least something. We gotta pray we get this shot here. Ah, it was too early. That's okay. This is where Swordless can get very hairy. This Cold Stare. Let's see how far we can get with a hammer. My guess is not very far. Alright, not bad. I think that was the one I hit the most fire red shots with, though. Dude, please. I'm not gonna chance it. I don't want to die here. That would be a terrible death after all I've gone through for this dungeon. Safety is definitely better. Okay. No, Cold Stare, no matter what, cannot be affected by arrows. Okay. Plump Fairy. Let's go. I have a really good feeling about this because what else are we gonna do? Not like we have a whole lot of choices. I'll have to sit and think about it. There might be something I'm missing. But even if it's on a pedestal, we have no access to Hera right now, so I think something's got to be here. Yeah, it is unfortunate. That's why Cold Stare is like one of those fights you just don't want to take super risky unless you're a god. Like, take all the safeties you need with that fight, especially in Swordless. Like, Sword is like your best buddy for that fight, and Swordless, you don't want to rely on the hammer unless you absolutely have to. We got lucky the bottle that we had picked up earlier. I mean, we could always make another purchase for a blue potion or whatever, but still. It's besides the fact. Alright, here we go. The plumpest of fairies. What do you have for me? Oops, too soon. Silvers! Wow. Not progressive! Oh! Panic! Escape. We have the cone. So let's finish off escape. That is actually, yeah, the only other thing that it can do. We don't have to worry about the terrible thing. No. I'll say no, it did not fail us. We wanted silvers. Like, we could have very well not checked. We could have very well went to escape and found our next item and not gone to fairy. But we would have had to have done fairy regardless because of thieves and Ice Palace, so. I'm gonna say the fairy did a good job. Just, it's not progressive. It's not progressing. So the rest of escape should have what we need. And the only reason I'm taking this route instead of just dropping in from the tombstone is that there's another chest before we get to that one, which could have something, so we may end up having to save and quit if it's not a key, which I think we might have to. It depends. Actually, no, we should be okay, because we have the one key here. Yeah, never mind. We're good. I'm losing it. Because the rat will still drop the key up here. Sending me into a tizzy. I'm gonna save my arrows. Really low on arrows right now. Let's definitely want to save those for later. This almost has to have something, right? Okay. It's definitely a thing. Let's go ahead and go do Bat Cave. We can also do Blacksmith, but we have to do it by save and quit methods. What would be faster? The fastest route would be get the blacksmith, do peg secret, save and quit, go to Sanct, return the blacksmith, Batcave. So yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Let's go to Dark World. Right now, that would be the fastest to get those 3 items out of the way. Yeah, I totally forgot about Blacksmith and the Peg Secret earlier. Because I got Titans in freaking Pod. And I never turned in the green pendant yet, so that's another item. Sash could totally be holding out on us right now. A dirty, dirty old man. Taking our items when we need them the most. Also, where the hell are the boots, dude? I'm very concerned about my boots. That they could be in Ganon's tower right now. That is a good possibility. Pray for boots. Damn. Dang. Then we'll also have the purple chest to do, which we don't have the mirror, so we can't fly to 7. We'd have to walk it down. Or actually, we could save and quit and then just go. I think, yeah, the chest, yeah. The chest has to stay with you through save and quit. Oops. But we won't be able to check. We won't be able to get the purple chest until we go back into Dark World. So. There it is. Spat Cave. Where did we just find the damn powder? Plum Fairy? So that was required. Because we didn't have the mirror, which we just got right there, so we had to save and quit. And then go to that. Okay, so... let's do purple chest. The mirror gives us... the mirror will give us to Hera, which is a pendant. But it does get us up to the right side of Death Mountain. So, yeah, let me go ahead and knock out the purple chest, and then, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I'm not actually gonna fly to 7 just yet. I'm gonna go check the mirror cave now that I have the mirror. And then we'll fly to 7. So, wow. Thieves in Ice Palace gave me my mirror. Oh, wrong way. We had to complete both Thieves and Ice Palace to get mirror. We had everything we needed to do except for Hookshot. But I don't think hookshot is necessarily in the logic for a full clear of Ice Palace. Crap. I mean, might as well just walk there now. There's no point in flying. Totally forgot. Nice. Shorthouse is playing Who's Your Daddy? Just saw the notification pop up. Good game, Shorthouse. Yo! Shit! Dude! Oh my god. Boots in the purple chest. Let's freaking go. Oh my god. That is huge. Gem boots. Oh my god. That is absolutely insane, yo. It's a little late for them, but boy am I glad we got them. Alright, let's knock out Spike. Oh, so good. Oh, that was such a good pickup. Okay. That wasn't worth, but that's okay. Wait, why am I not running? I wasn't even thinking about that. I just got the boots. I forgot that I could use this awesome item now. I always do that as soon as I pick up the boots late. I forget that I have them. Alright. Not bad. There's our first bonk. Cannot dash through them. Can I still spin speed? No, because you need that. You need the sword. I think you can do it with the hook shot, though. Yeah, you can still do it with a hook shot, but that's about it. Now, the real question is do we do Hera without checking the pedestal? Because the ped could still have something right now. But we have so much to check up here. Let's hope we go in go mode up here. With Mirror, we can do Dark World first? Yes. No? Yes. 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 Let's do Dark World first. We'll only be able to do the bonk chest in Hookshot Cave. And we do have this. Nice. But I don't have enough magic to open it up. Nice. Okay, so we're good on the T-Rock medallion. We are still in search for Quake, though. Let's check bonk chest. Oops. That was dumb. Jelly's always in the worst spot for this. There we go. Swamp could totally have hookshot, vanilla hookshot in it. We have access to Swamp, we just can't finish it. Damn. Alright, not bad, not bad. Let's check Light World. Let's check Light World and we may make a decision to just do Hera right now. If only we were able to check Ped earlier. Hello. Mini Moldorn! another bottle. That's good. We'll probably fill both of those up when we get a chance. Since this is actually a pretty low heart count for this seed. Oh, shit. Damn. There's an arrow. Oh, baby. Alright, we can get into Mire now. We can get into it. Hold on. Got it, okay. This will save very little time, but it was totally worth. I'm gonna go ahead and do Mire, or, I'm gonna do Hera. Just because. I cannot forget that I have not turned in the green pendant yet, which I will probably do after Hera. It's just we're still looking for a good amount of items right now. Samaria and Hookshot, which could be, you know, somewhere out there. 50 down here. That's not good. That's not good. Alright, we're doing basement for big key. Let's hope this is all worth it, or we're just wasting a lot of time. Supposed to be on the peg so I could have iframes. Damn it. I could die here, actually. There's really no way to block those blocks, but alright, we survived. We survived. Let's go get this. It's gonna be vanilla big key. One more item. Wow, I got so lucky and still got it. Holy crap. I dashed so early. Wow. That could have very easily well not worked out, but I was like on the very edge of the platform to get that. So Moldorn will drop the final item. We're gonna get some roots here. Hammer is actually our only weapon for this fight. And down we go. I got a bad look on him. But yeah, hammer's our only fight, or weapon for this fight right now. If we did not have hammer, we could not do this fight. Shit. Hammer dash might work? I'm not really willing to find out right now. Alright. Moldorn drops the item here. Oh my god. This seed. Oh my god. I don't believe this. Alright, now I have to go check pedestal right now. I have to. I cannot believe this! All 3 pendant dungeons had a required item in them. Oh my god. All 3 of them. All of them. Both Eastern and Hare required me to full clear them. I could have not had to full cleared pod and would have been okay. I'm gonna blind pull this. I'm not even gonna read it. I cannot believe. Oh. If that was the hook shot right there, I swear to God, I would have lost my collective shit. Oh boy. Alright, let's go to Mire. Because we have boots, we can do Mire. If we did not have boots, we could not do Mire because the very first room requires you to either hook it or bonk it. I can't believe this. It is collectible, yes. It's very much collectible. Put it in a jar and it's just there. So if we don't find hookshot in Mire here, actually, hold on, hammer this. If we don't find hookshot in Mire, we're gonna be going to Turtle Rock first, because I'd rather take the gamble into T-Rock. Than to go into Swamp and not find vanilla hookshot in Swamp. So let's hope we find it here in Mire. That way we'll be in go mode and we can rush through Swamp and T-Rock. We won't have to go through like every item or every chest and check all the items. That would be the ideal situation right now. And one item already is the shovel. We could be shoveling up a hookshot possibility. Like, I cannot honestly believe how this seed is playing out right now. I just can't believe it. Like, so much stuff that we had to do in a particular order to get where we are now. Like, we couldn't get to Hera without the mirror, because we didn't find the hookshot. Wait a minute. Was that a red rupee? It was. That's 2 items right there. Okay. So it's not going to be in here. Whoops. I'm going to get this fairy real quick. And we got the mirror from Bat. We got powder from the Plump Fairy, which was attainable by doing both Thieves and Ice Palace. We had to have, logically speaking, we had to have Flippers to do that, as well as Titans. Titans was in Pod. Pod was a green pendant, which, damn it, I still haven't turned in the green pendant to Sash. Just so much like in order that we had to do to get to where we are now, and it's just really crazy to see it all come together. Nobody's finished yet. That's not a surprise with how late boots were. Some might not even find boots, to be honest. Like, you could definitely go, unless Big Key is on the lamp in GT, then you could definitely go through this seed without boots. That is 100% a possibility. Alright, so now for this fight, since we have like a buttload of arrows, this is going to be a pretty easy fight. Especially with silvers, on top of that. Or normally, this would be a terrible fight right now. Shit. Missed a couple shots there, but it's okay. Meyer is done. Okay, so before we go do T-Rock, I want to go turn in the green pendant. I'll be kind of happy and sad if Sarasrala has the hook shot, because I could have gotten it a long time ago. Yo, Buckeye, what's up, dude? Okay. You did not have it. So we're gonna do T-Rock before we do Swamp. I think that's the right call. I think we'll find hook shot up here. We have to take the long way over, but it's okay. I mean, there's always that good possibility that hookshot is in vanilla spot in Swamp, but I'd rather full clear a dungeon that I know I can finish right now than gamble on one I know I can't right now, so that way we're at least doing a somewhat of a process of elimination. By not finding T-Rock, or the hookshot in T-Rock, we can pretty much narrow it down to anywhere else. So a very good chance of that. There is a few overall places to check now that I have boots. Like the Dash Rock secret next to Sanct, which would have been probably helpful to check before coming up here. But we've already made the decision to come here now, so let's just go ahead and do it. Oh no, I've got a good feeling about it being in Turtle Rock just because of the placement of boots. The boots was in a very non-required spot, being in the purple chest. In both King's Tomb and Dash Rock would eliminate it from being a non-required boot seed and being a required boot seed. So let's see how this fares. I'll be really, really happy if we do find it in Turtle Rock, though. That means we made the right choice. The only choice. Early big key, very nice. Alright, so this next room, I have to do it the intended way. Can't do it the speed strat way, with no hook shot. So we're gonna go down first and work our way around. Okay. Hold on, what? You can't hammer dash without the sword? What? I did not even know that. Why the hell not? Because I guess it considers it still a bonk? That is odd. That is very odd. Oops. Huh. That's very interesting. Chompies. I'll have to ask about that later. I mean, it's obviously because of no sword, but I wonder why, though. Like, I get it for regular, like, dashing, why you can't, like, go through bushes and stuff. But I would still think if you're hammer dashing, the act of using the hammer on pots would destroy the pots, so therefore you should still be able to hammer dash, but I guess not. We are gonna have to full clear this dungeon, so we're gonna have to check that middle chest there. That is the only downside of coming into T-Rock without go mode, is full clearing the dungeon, so we have to do all of this extra stuff that we normally don't have to do. Because we already have the big key. And our third bottle, oops, with another blue potion, solid pick. Not bad at all. That will come in handy later. Drop the full magic. Give me that bomb right now. We're gonna check Mimic and Big Chest. I entered this room the wrong way. It's okay. We're good. We got lucky. Middle eye did not shoot us. Oh, hello? Good seed. Hookshot and Mimic Cave. Unbe-freaking-leavable, dude. I have a really good feeling about our position in this race now. After finding that there. We could be looking really, really good right now. Obviously, I don't know 100%. But finding that hook shot right there is bananas. We could be looking really good right now. So let's on delay here. I was not expecting that. I was at least expecting... Oh shit. Like the laser room to have it. Not Mimic Cave. Damn it. This sucks without a sword. Wow, dude. I'm gonna go get the backup exit here just in case this fight goes hairy, which it very well could. Whew, boy. Let's go, man. I don't have a net to catch a fairy, but we can at least just get one. I was just like in total shock when I found that. Like, I just could not believe I made the right call there. Alright, okay. Shit. That's bad. No, I'm gonna switch. No! No, 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 no. Let's do this guy. Really quick. Alright, good, 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 good. Okay, we're good. We're good. Really messy fight, but we made our way through it. That was a weird first hit. I am not gonna chance this, dude. Not right now. Let's just use it to remind myself to go get potions before we do GT. Trinex, please! What are you doing? Trinex! Stop it! Alright. So we're in go mode. We can rush through swamp as quickly as possible. We are looking pretty darn good. No one has finished yet. Feeling pretty confident. We won't... I mean, we're still, like... I don't know. It's tough to say. This is probably a bad spawn. Yeah, I always do that, leaving T-Rock. It's tough to say because it's 2 hours in right now, where everybody else is, and if they're gonna make gambles into Swamp, finding the hook, maybe finding the hook shot there, it would not be the smart idea to do that. It just doesn't feel... It did not feel like a smart idea to do it. Let me go do this now. Just don't have to worry about it later. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're good. We are good. We are good. So we just have to hurry as fast as we can here. Finish Swamp and get into GT and finish that up. But I gotta think we made really good time there by going into T-Rock and finding Hookshot and Mimic. Like, that's huge. Such a big deal right now. And it is raining. So not a boots required seed as of not yet until we get to GT, see where Big Key is. But I do have a feeling that the others will find boots just because of where Hookshot is. Because that's like... Purple chest is something you would definitely check before going into a T-Rock without having the Hookshot. At least I would think it would be. What am I doing? No, we're in go mode. Screw that chest. What am I doing? Go mode means just go. Let's get the hell out of here. There's like literally nothing else that I could find right now besides hearts that would help me. We already have silvers. We have all that we need. That was almost actually really bad. Don't want to do that into that. Shelly, you suck, dude. Literally the worst right now. Worst spot to be in. Alright, come this way, dude. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh crap, this is gonna be the menu killer right here. I'm curious. Yo, but hammer's still better. It's glad to know that works. Puffball, please. There we go. Ah. There we go. Alright, GT, let's go. No one is yet to finish yet. I am only racing 3 other racers right now, but these 3 other racers are like really good. Top-notch guys. So they could be definitely on the way up to GT as well. Just have to get there before them. Let me see if this still works. This should. Yeah, it does. Although, there we go. In fact, JC, who's in this race, has never done regular Swordless. He's actually only done glitched Swordless. So he knows this game in and out. I know Tosho and Schwartz, they're like really good. I always see them high ranks in the races. Oh crap, that was bad. Alright, Lionel's... Yeah, there we go. Lionel's could totally wreck me here. Early big key, let's go. Boomerang. Oh, right side gamble. I'm gonna go left. I could be regretting those. Look at that single arrow on the lamp. Confirmed. Non-boots required seed by that single arrow being on that lamp right there. Oh man, I really hope this big key is on the left side. I should have probably went right. Oh wow. Mirror shield. Oops. Yeah, I've got, I don't know why, I just have a good feeling it's on the right side right now. Probably should have went right, but oh well. Maybe it's in Rando room. Come on, Rando room. Please, Rando room. We need Big Keep right here to make this the right decision. Armos wouldn't be too bad. Damn. Should have trusted my gut. Because even if it is on after Ice Armos, pretty much comes out to be the same time if you go right side, opposed to going left. With left only being slightly a little bit faster if it's after Ice Armos. But it could be in Bob right here, so let's see. Well, we need this fairy too. That's good. No. Dan's game. Ah! Ah! Ugh! Terrible fight. Oh well. Come on, baby. Oh no. Oh no. I should have done it. Alright, so the only other worst thing it could be is tile room. Ah, that hurts really bad. It's like the only bad decision I've made in this seed right now is not going right when I should have. Kinda sucks, but it's the risk you take, I guess. You can be a little expendable on magic since we have 3 blue potions. Stocked up on those before coming here, which was a really good idea. Ah, JC finished. Damn. Ah, crap. Get me on this side here. Alright, there it is. Alright, let's go for second, man. JC is like super good. I respect him wholeheartedly. It's a really good time for him. So GG to JC for getting first on this one. I'll be very happy with second as well. Hello? Why aren't those pots hitting the switch? What's up with that? Here we go. A few different decisions could have got me the first, but it would have been like godlike decisions to make, to be honest. Ah. Doesn't work so well without a sword, that strat. Iframes here. Switch to magic here. Ah, no. We'll do this. Alright. Come on. Here we go. Dude, come on. Tosho is gonna finish here in a second. He just said he just got to Moldorn too. So we're shooting for third right now. Well, that kind of sucks. Close race altogether, though. So not last is the goal now. Really close race. I knew I'd get hit there, but I figured it was still worth it. Hammer? Okay, that works. La 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 la. Okay. Probably didn't need to get that magic, actually. Probably good on that. I forgot to switch to hook shot. Damn it. Oh well. Validation with the red boomerang. Yo. Those actually would have been pretty helpful in this run, but oh well. Nothing really found in Ganon's Tower that would have helped. So that's good. We have to use hammer. For Aga. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Bug net would actually be so much better than this. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Alright, here we go. Damn it. Oh my god. Can't swing the hammer that fast, which is kind of brutal for this fight. It's gonna be nice and slow and steady here. Alright, this is good. There we go. The triple to end it. Not bad. We didn't do that, Aga. Never found Bombos, or the net, or the fourth bottle. And a ton of hearts. I wonder if Tosho found silvers. Curious. Hello, wrong way. Crap. Oh, hitbox is terrible. was like the perfect spot for hammer there. We have red mail. Don't have to worry about it too much. There goes Tosho. Let's shoot. Use this now. All right, let's get quickly behind him. Ah, bonk over it. Damn. All right. JC, please. You just said something in SRL chat. It was pretty funny. He's like, remember, Diesel, this C would have been terrible even if it was not swordless. I'm like, yeah, you're kind of right on that, to be honest. Okay. Missing the double there. It's okay. Should be double here. Nope. GG, and Swords just sniped me. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Swords just sniped me. What's up, Halibut? Wow, man. What a seed. Totally do that again one day. You know, as brutal as it was, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So this was actually a pretty generous safety seed for Swordless. 3 of 4 bottles were pre-filled with blue potion. Half magic, being in the forest, being one of the first items you get. Cane of Brine as well was like right in the beginning. Even though we actually didn't even really use Cane of Brine that much in this one. Red mail we got super early. I mean, we got blue mail early and then red mail like really early. Yeah, I mean it wasn't bad at all. I mean, if this was a non-swordless seed, then this would have been a nightmare of a seed. This would have been terrible. But I think even with swordless, even with the item locations being just like spread out, like super awkward and weird, I still think it made it a pretty decent seed. I don't know, maybe because my expectations were like this is gonna be a nightmare, made it that the seed wasn't so bad in the end. But yeah, first place was JC with a 216, which is about, you know, 10 minutes quicker than me. Tosho with a 224, which is about 2 minutes faster. Had I gone right side, I would have had probably second. Yeah, I would have had second place. I think that's going to be a guaranteed route decision. If I get an early key, I'm going right side every time now. It keeps burning me by not doing it. Yeah, that's true too, Core. So then when it actually turns out to be a pretty decent seed, it makes it feel like, you know, it's not that bad. And then Schwartz with a 226.18 sniped me by 17 seconds. So yeah, I definitely could have had second at least in this one. I don't know if I made any different decisions had I gotten first. I can't think of anything. Minus maybe Ice Palace I spent a lot of time in. But we didn't have a choice because we didn't have Mirror yet. We could have had Mirror. We did not. That would have required us... Actually, no! No, we would not have, because Ice Palace was the other Plump Fairy Crystal, which led us to Powder, which led us to Mirror. So no. 20 bonks, wow. So yeah, no. Like, Ice Palace was going to be a nightmare no matter what, unless we saved it for last. Which we couldn't have. There's no way we could have done that. So... it's crazy stuff, man. What a crazy seed. Just absolutely craziness. So... yeah, they're just... this sucks. Because they're all doing opens. No standards, so we're done. Let me see if I can find... if there was a standard going on right now, I'd actually do another one, but they're doing open. Let me see if I can send y'all over to somebody. But thank you guys for joining me on this wild ride. Who do we have? 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 We have... Aaron is streaming with Short House on some Overwatch. I will send you over to Aaron. Actually, you know what? Let's go to Short House. Aaron gets a lot of hosts. Let's give Short House some love here, guys. But thanks for watching, guys. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Core. Great. Thanks for stopping in, Halibut. Guys, have a great night. Thanks for watching. I love you all. Goodbye.
Weird.